Hello, what is happening everybody? My name is John Denton and thank you very much for joining me as I continue my journey discovering UK rap and doing the little mini Santan Dave season. It seems to be a good way of kicking things on along with the Shiro story stuff, parts 1 and 2 out there now, part 3 upcoming probably next week. Loads of people under my Black Box freestyle for Dave said I need to come check out his rendition of Panic Attack, a track I've never heard, on the Piano Future Festival, something like that. I've got the video up. I don't know, like I said, I haven't heard this song. I know Psychodrama pretty much inside and out. It's probably going to end up being my album of the year. I think Dave is quite honestly one of the most astonishing talents we've had in this country in a long time, but he's actually joined by other astonishing talents that we have right now coming through this year, like Slow Tie. But regardless, there's something about Dave as a pure rapper, as a pure lyricist that I just can't get enough of. I just cannot get enough of the guy, and his age just blows me away constantly. I'm actually bored of talking about it. The fact that Dave actually does play the piano as well, I think is such a big part of why I like his music so much. It's so much about the instrumentals I like on Psychodrama is the fact that they're, I'm assuming mostly composed by him, played by him. It does make a difference. And that's about it. I'm just going to go. If you're new to the channel, make sure you let me know what the UK stuff I need to be reacting to down below, need to be covering, need to be talking about, and make sure you subscribe.
I bet them boys think I'm panicking, itching to see how I handle it when snakes start rattling. Calm, I can show you about harm. Put blades into palms, half the length of my arm. I end up in a station and I'm staring into space like a mannequin in Clark's. I ain't panicking, I ain't had a random change of heart. Cash points and cannabis, you cocaine snort.
The fuck ASMR, I've got the full body tingles. I've got the full body tingles already. You started with the rattlesnake bar. I'm going to go back 10 seconds because I was just like, oh god, oh god. We're going back 10 seconds, so I need to listen.
The palms half the length of my arm. I end up in a station and I'm staring into space like a mannequin in Clark's. I ain't panicking, I ain't had a random change of heart. Cash points and cannabis, you cocaine snort if you think I got caught. I'm kicking like a stallion. I lived in a yard and my mummy tried hard for all the things that I wanted, but my money was inadequate. I'd probably be killed by my cousins back in Africa if they knew I risked my hot food and resources every day to dress nicer on a camera. I don't need your input. All your managers, forget him and his lame job. It's been 2 years and you're sitting in the same spot, chilling in the same blocks. Me and you are different. You talk about beef while I plan your route home. I run up in your safe spot and leave the place taped off. It's deeper than a name drop. Real problems don't need discussions. I fear God and not repercussions. I'm only angry at the choices that I didn't make. I don't regret what I did, but what I didn't say. And for this money, I'm on a different wave. That's why I ain't written in his will when I say that I'm on his estate. It comes to arms, well, I got an entourage like Vinny Chase. This ain't Chirac, we don't need a 38, just 2 young G's, one night pouch and this little blade. And if you live that day, give thanks to your God, cause there isn't one prayer mummy didn't say. Still wonder what my dad would say. And it's a mess, cause I just wanted us to bond like Sean Connery, Daniel Craig. No first steps, nah, my daddy.
Don't do it to me, Dave. Don't do it to me, David. I'm telling you, this is rare talent we got here. This is a rare talent. A diamond, it's the cliche, right? How a diamond's formed. Intense pressure. And the beautiful thing is, he's not only prepared to talk about it, he does it so eloquently, so beautifully, so poetically. The pain, you see him live and you hear, you get it just through hearing him, but when you see him, fucking hell. No wonder they wanted to cast him in TV shows. And I'm not saying it's acting, it's not acting, it's real, but it still takes a certain type of artist to be able to convey that. Doesn't matter how much is going on inside, you still have to be able to convey it for other people to understand. And he is at such a young age. I've got to stop talking about his age. It's actually irrelevant.
Couldn't see me cry. I'm still searching for the reason why. I was 6 months old, I bust up my mum, no home, struggling to get him in like a legal high. We're so volatile, look over the reasons why people die. Man, this beef never sleeps or slides. Man are dying over minor violations. That's why I keep the beef and the bread separate like TGIs. They touch us, we're back like it's PPI. Let's ride, get animated like CGI. Dead being a hype, man. I'll settle for his right hand, you can't buy heart, remember. Hawkeye, you think these undercover cars could get us? Well, I can't spot the bacon in the past in Vectros. Don't you find it funny that I study law and still recruit young fraud stars like I'm Harvey Specter? I'm hot-headed, I swear that I had a dream though. A young fire before I'd spoken with Avellino. Nowadays, music's got my schedule looking hectic. I ain't got a timeline and Travolta with Tarantino. Look, I ain't slacking. It's money over passion, I mean passion over money. Hate this money with a passion. Money's just a paper, I got value in my assets. I got value in my mental. It's me, phrase or 169 on instrumental. I swear that I'll make it rapping. Even if it kills me, I swear that I'll make it happen. My digital piano till my hands bled, literally. I was smashing keys till my fingers grew callous. How could I fear rappers? I feel words, hear colours, defeat challenge. Give thanks to my synesthesia. I ain't a rapper, I'm a bloody genius. And when I see you, don't panic. Remember what you said on the roads, there's no lacking.
I can't. I can't. It's too unbelievable. It's too unbelievable. I can't believe Anthony Fantano gave his album a 5. I mean, who cares? It's different opinions, right? It doesn't matter. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Everybody thinks different things. Music's purely subjective. And this isn't even on that album. But what? Fucking hell. Before you yell at me about missing bars, I'm not missing them all. So I'm just transfixed.
I don't want to see you draw for your boot, there's no time. I'll jump out the passenger side and there's no traffic. Catch you with a girl, your mum, you do the same. So we'll take you to an inch of your life through your chatting. Just make peace. I used to let disrespect slide to make peace. Now it's like I'm stuck in two minds to my reaction, cause my pride and my ego turned giant like James Dean. I'm a mess, right? And if that catty doesn't, the third time with no strings attached like a test drive, I'm telling her I'm cutting in the next 5. All communication breaking down like an enzyme. Seconds, the most precious commodity. I invest time. I was late every day straight for 3 years. Guess that's 2 ways that I could never make a deadline. I was out in Power League, no reef, camel in the rain, hell sleep with my football on a deadline. Scraping by on pennies, trying to link a jersey with my 85-20 and I couldn't link one. Squares was a game. Had me all stressed, got finessed by my main and he didn't get touched. That had me sitting there. Think about my people and the times that we missed. Like, have you ever lost love? Have you ever had a guy that would die so you live in a cage, kept away from your brother and your mum? In my world, you're unsure to the people you can trust. When you lose the only person that was there from the jump, I'm as humble as they come. And I ain't changed from the knife and the cipher to the shotgun shells in a party with a pump. Ask Edom, ask Paddy. With squares as strikers, but I'm more like Ebro over Vardy when it's beef because I hardly ever run. I've got pride. I see man running for their life, get caught. Now they're covering their heart and their lungs with their arms on his ones because his right hand panicked. I don't even blame him. You seen a man scream. I just scrolled back to the lyrics. I missed with squares ad strikers, but I'm more like Ibra over Vardy when it's beef because I hardly ever run. I got pride. Don't. While he bleeds on the pavement, guts in his hands, civilians with tissue putting pressure where the pain is. The panic as you fade in, blocking out sound so your body shuts down when your organs start failing. Knife crime dangerous, next day famous. Give it 6 years, they won't remember what your name is. Everything changes when your case is irrelevant. And all the guys who claim they would ride in your name looking lost, them boys don't have half the heart to settle it. I've seen a whole class end up dead or in jail. Ask Scales about times he was chilling with my brother in the chicken shop opposite the entrance to Tennyson's. Everybody's dying, but nobody's rising up a Remington. We've got shanks, and false hope, everybody's selling it. You ain't getting rich quick trying to sell big bits. Too lazy to work, so you want to own a business or a clothing line. No vision, you can't cut corners in a line of life. Karma's like the tightest vice, I'm running on my own. CCTV's in your hands, bro, they've got it on your phone. If they catch me going home, looking for another young rapper to expose and probably cut him from the scene. Cause with the evidence they gain, I'm getting more than just a soul. I ain't living for the gram, man, I'm snitching on a cam. If I hit him, then I'm done. But if he dips me, he's the man, I can't win. There's no way I'm handling that. If I run, then I'm a neat. But if I don't, then I'm a fool. So on road, I'm looking happy. But I'm screaming in my head, having panic attacks. It got me anxious. I'm 2 wrong responses from a shanking. At any given time, I've been there and done that on many different nights. And that's probably the reason I got many different rhymes. I'm really living life.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell, David. Fucking hell, David. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking hell. I don't even know what this reaction looks like. I probably didn't pause it enough. Probably didn't talk about every single bar. I probably missed bars. People could get mad. one of the reasons that doing stuff like this and this whole journey that I'm on now, doing music of my country and in the UK and up the road in London, it's not just about hearing tunes, it's not just about discovering artists. This is the purest way, because the media is fucked. The media in our country, and the States, but the media in our country is fucked. It's just trying to pull people apart and divide us and separate us, and it's nasty. It's nasty. This is the purest way to truly know what the fuck is going on. Truly know what the fuck is going on. And you hear that stunning piece of poetry, that heartfelt, heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, raw emotion, but told, when you combine raw emotion and raw intensity, but you combine it with that level of flawlessness, but there was imperfection there. He made a mistake at one point, and that made it even more real. It made it even more pure. Those breaths he was taking, like he's Cristiano Ronaldo standing up to take a free kick. And I know he got them from him too, because I know he's a Man United fan. I'm telling you now, I've been alive for a while. I'm 37 years old. I've been alive for a while. I've been through a few different music scenes in this country when I've been old enough to be relevant towards it. And what is happening right now in this country is about as exciting as I've ever heard it. And when you have an artist like that, like Dave, like fucking Santan Dave, doing that 2 years ago. I love the fact that he is a big artist now, that he's had #1 album, that he's had #1 record, that he's had that crazy moment from Glastonbury. Admittedly, I said this on the previous Dave reaction, I know that some people that will be their only ever exposure to Dave, and it's more about the kid and whatever. But at the same time, it definitely helped boost Dave's profile. More people know who he is. It probably helped with his streams, everything like that. But the fact that he is not somebody who's super underground anymore, is not somebody who's not getting exposure, is not somebody that only the few people know about. People are listening to it. Actually, it's only got 600,000 views, that video, which surprises me. But people are truly listening to that, and that is so much more powerful than what could be said in the back of one of those shit rag newspapers trying to tell you what's going on. Listen to that. That is what's going on. That's what the life is like for a young person in certain parts of our country right now. That is the reality of it. And if you can listen to that as somebody who's not in those parts of the country, who's not necessarily living that life, but is here in the UK, if you can listen to that, if you can watch that and not feel empathy and not feel like you need to at least try and do something, even if the most basic thing you can do is just fucking listen and be empathetic and understand and appreciate. If you can't do that, then you're lost. But the thing is, most people would, but most people won't see that because they're being fucking tricked by the absolute poison that they're being fed, and they're too stupid enough to see it. Unfortunately, they're too stupid enough to see it, and they're not interested in listening. And when people get to a certain age, and trust me, I know, because I am of some, a certain age, I am older than a lot of people that watch these videos. Trust me, people shut their fucking ears. They shut their ears and they shut their eyes. I promise you that that's the case, and it's scary. And I implore anybody that's watching these videos that may be 10, 15, even 20 years younger than me, just promise me and promise yourself you just won't shut your ears. They call it staying woke. That word's been corrupted. That word's been destroyed. That word's been taken by people who want to use it to control the fucking narrative for some reason. But just keep your ears and eyes open, and when somebody like that speaking their truth, fucking listen, because that's what this is all about. That is what this is all about, as much as it is about music and finding new things and me going like this when I like something, and I'm just blessed to be able to do this. That is what it's all about right there. Fuck me. Right, that's a rant. That's a wrap. Dave is astonishing. I'm such a fan. Right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Please let me know down below. We're doing the mini Dave season. Bear in mind, I know Psychodrama inside and out, so I won't be doing that, but stuff from before that. And also, the other hard-hitting UK stuff. It can be grime, it can be just rap, it can be anything actually, and of course, drill as well. Let me know what big drill tracks I haven't heard. Whatever it is, the UK journey. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we will get there. We will get there. God knows how long this video is turned into. It's supposed to be a short one. Thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're new. Chuck an unsubscribe if you got through to the end. Chuck an unsubscribe in the button. People don't know. People know what I'm talking about. Don't actually unsubscribe to the channel. Alright, I'll shut up now. Catch you on the next one. Peace.